Hey guys, I'm John, and thanks for stopping by JohnKing Expedition. On today's trip, I'm headed with a couple of buddies up to the Catskill Mountains once again. It's about a 50-mile trip, but let's just say it's going to be a cold one. Right now it's mid-January here in New York. Temperatures are sitting around 13 degrees Fahrenheit, that's negative 10 degrees Celsius, and they're going to be dropping into the single digits overnight. This trip's going to be a little different. We're going to hit the trails for a little while, and then we're going to be doing some camping. I will not be hitting any other destinations on this one. It's going to be more relaxed. In the passenger seat, I've got Scout. Scout is going to have a great time on this trip because my buddy Erik as well as Mike both have dogs. Scout's going to have a good time running. So, if you haven't already, please take a minute to like and subscribe. I'm looking to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. So if you haven't subscribed already, I really do appreciate your help. And for those who have subscribed already, thank you. Greatly appreciated. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. After hitting the trails for a while, Mike and I had finally made our way up the mountain to camp. All I can tell you was when we arrived, I was surprised at how great this spot was. In the middle of camp was a nice horseshoe of stones where we would be building an awesome campfire. Scout and Gunner were just exploring and checking out all the scents in the woods. Mike and I didn't waste any time getting camp set up. Mike immediately put all of his efforts into getting the fire going, because we knew we were going to need it for this cold night. I decided to take a try at getting my diesel heater going, which worked for quite a while, but later that night would unfortunately throw an error code. I would later find out that it was just something that I had done the wiring. After a few hours of spending some time with Mike, sharing stories and having a lot of laughs, Erik showed up. I do think he's struggling. Although I did make this comment, there was no way that Erik and his 4Runner were having trouble with this snow. He was just having a good time playing around in two-wheel drive. Here he comes.
no problem.
Okay.
Honey, why didn't you put four-wheel drive on?
And now that Erik had arrived with Olive, Scout had another running buddy to get into the woods with.
Brand new. It was a 2023, and he was going to sell it to me for like $5,000.
Mike, Erik, and I spent the next couple of hours catching up, while also keeping track of the dogs. Admittedly, we enjoyed a few cold drinks, but now with temperatures hovering around 9 degrees, that only gave us about 5 to 10 minutes before we were holding a block of ice in our hands. Erik has a special talent for photos, as you've seen throughout this video. Mike and I enjoyed watching him take long exposure photos, and I certainly learned a few things as well. It was a great day, and we decided to call it a night rather early, because it wasn't getting any warmer. The next morning I got up early. I did not sleep well with my diesel heater not working. I was quick to move into my Gladiator because at single-digit temperatures, I knew things could get bad very quickly. Both Erik and Mike had their heaters blasting through the night. They were both surprised by the amount of fuel that they had used, because these diesel heaters are very efficient, and these extreme temperatures had put them to work. With temperatures this cold, the dogs did not waste time keeping warm by running around. Normally on mornings like this, I am one for cooking up a good old-fashioned breakfast of anything plus bacon. On this day, I along with the rest of the group were not feeling motivated to stand in front of any stove to make our breakfast. Cheers! A hot cup of coffee and a quick return to the campfire was all that was on the menu.
Yeah, I like it. What? It wasn't as cold though.
With a warm cup of coffee under our belt, we did not waste time packing up and capturing a couple of photos before we would hit the trails. Although we decided not to make our breakfast on this morning, this was not going to keep us from getting to a local diner for some warmer temperatures, eggs, bacon, pancakes, and maybe some French toast too.